In this video, let's take a look at sharing within Google Workspace. We're going to primarily do this from Google Drive, but sharing is pretty much uniform across all Google Workspace apps. In order to share from Google Drive, you have a couple of options. You can either click on one of the share symbols once you've got a file selected, or you can right-click and move down to share in the right-click menu. From here, you can open the sharing window. This is quite simple to use, but has a couple of components that we're going to now run through. First of all, you can add people via their email simply by typing it, although several will be suggested based on your Google Workspace usage. From here, you can decide the permissions of the person that you're adding. You can add an expiry if you want to as well, which will remove access to that person at a specific time. By default, it tends to give a month, but you can always adjust this to greater or smaller than that. If you want to remove your expiry, you can do so simply by clicking on the trash can symbol. You can also decide if you want to notify this person. This means that they'll receive a message either in Gmail or Google Chat, depending on how they've set up their Drive notifications. Once you've added someone to a file, they will then appear within the sharing menu. Here you can still change their permissions. You can add that expiry again or remove their access. You can also transfer ownership to that person if you no longer wish to be owner of the file. Being owner of the file means that you have the highest level of permissions when it comes to sharing and giving access to that. Let's talk through the levels of permission that we have here within this file. Viewer only allows the user to view the file. They cannot comment or edit or change anything within the file itself. Commenter is one above this, where they can view but also make comments on the file. An editor is the top level within this. This allows them to not only edit the file, make changes and comments, but also edit who has access to the file. There are actually secret extra levels of permission that you can affect through the settings cog in the top right corner. Clicking on this will bring you to a menu with two options. From here, you can turn off the option that editors can change permission and share. When this is off, it means editors can only edit the file, they cannot share it further. So this increases the level of security for your file within this. You can also turn off viewers and commenters can see the option to download, print, and copy. If this is turned off, then viewers can only see or view the file. They cannot copy or save the file in any way, which once again increases the levels of protection within your file. Below this, we have general access. There are three levels within general access. There's restricted, there's your organization, and there's anyone with the link. If you select your organization or anyone with the link, you'll have these same options for viewer, commenter, and editor. You can also decide if you want to make the file searchable within your colleague's Google Drive, or if they must have been shared the link to access. Within general, you also have these three role permission options. Here at the Live Learning Company, we preach the practice of least permissions. If you need to think about what level of access the user requires for each file. If they only need to review it, just make them a viewer. If they need to make comments based on those reviews, maybe make them a commenter. Only make them an editor if you need them to actually change things within the document. And remember about our extra levels of security within the settings cog here. We also say that it's a bad idea to leave general access open to anyone with the link. If you have it open, it means that anyone on the internet can access this document, which isn't good if you're dealing with sensitive information. As a final little tip, if you want to share a link to your file, you can do so as well by clicking Copy Link from within the right-click menu. You can also get a link to your file by clicking on Copy Link within the sharing window as well. But do bear in mind that you will still need to adjust the access to allow the person you're sharing the link to, should they be outside your organization. Thanks for watching. Here at the Live Learning Company, we aim to take the hassle out of tech and put the human back into digital training. We deliver scalable training sessions in productivity and collaboration apps such as Google Workspace and Microsoft 365. Our sessions are delivered live by trainers, meaning you can ask questions as you learn. Click on the link to see our website and learn more.